Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cool J over here. There's some stuff I want to talk about right here. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed to me, click over there that says subscribe to me. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for my 186 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to me. All right, this is some things I want to talk about right here. It's about The Rock coming back on January 24th or January 25th. Now there are some days that he's not gonna show up because I found out that he's not gonna show up on January 11th or January 18th because someone would take that spot, like Mike Tyson and some other guys. But January 24th or January 25th are the only two spots that The Rock can show up. Either way, I'm still gonna watch it. Now, I think I'm glad that he's showing up for just one day. It doesn't matter. One day. I mean, The Rock is really the reason why I even like wrestling in the first place. I really like wrestling. The Rock is like, every time The Rock shows up, I'm like, oh yes, The Rock. I mean, there's some movies I even like from The Rock. The guy's a really good actor, really good actor. I mean, the guy likes to perform. That's his thing, performing. And I'm really happy what he's doing. If he shows up in January 4th, it's on. You know what I'm saying? It's on. He's gonna be having a lot of ratings. I mean, people might think like it's that this whole Monday Night Wars is gonna go up to a 5.0. But let me say this to everybody. Okay. Okay. Number one, Hulk Hogan is not gonna have a 3.0 for TNA on Monday, January 24th. January 4th. And The Rock is not going to have a 5.0 or 4.0 on January 24th. Now maybe a 3.5, something like that, but nah, not really. But The Rock, this is the great one, the people's champ. I mean, people know about this. Probably once people, when people find out that Monday Night Wars is back for one night only, people are gonna die to see this. They're gonna be like, "Oh hell yeah, I want to see this." And that's the thing. I mean, I already talked to my friends about this, and like, cool. They just want to see it. Like, they just want to see this. You know, Even if it's one night only. It's one night only. If it was going to be, Monday nights, like Monday nights for like week after week after week, I'd probably go back to wrestling because of that. I mean, I would see that, but that's just me. But you know, if if The Rock does come on January 25th instead of January 4th, I'll still watch Monday Night Wars and still watch Raw on January 25th. It doesn't matter. As long as The Rock shows up, I'm gonna be happy about that. Oh yeah. Also, now I know there's some people that probably is calling him a sellout because he didn't give what he gave for the wrestling fans, or probably he left wrestling for no apparent reason, something like that. Here's the thing. All right. Just that The Rock doesn't want to do wrestling no more does not mean he doesn't have that does not mean that he has to give what you guys want. He already gave what everybody wants. Okay? He's over the crowd. He did what he had to do. He became an eventer. That was it. That was it. He did everything he did over that short career. Okay? I mean, no one ever said the same thing to Roddy Piper or Hulk Hogan or other I can't even say it right. All those other wrestlers when they were acting and they were still in the wrestling business. I guess it's because they're not black and Samoan. I guess I guess so. I mean, most of those wrestlers are even white anyway. I mean, seriously. Seriously. I mean, Roddy Piper came back to wrestling because he has nothing else to do in his life. That's why every single time he says he's retired, he's really not going to retire. He's really just doing it for a match. Or for Ric Flair, I mean, Ric Flair has nothing else to do. He's still going to go wrestling events and try to get some money, because that's all he does is wrestling. Probably doesn't even have a good education. Speaking of not good education, look at these other old wrestlers. I mean, Shawn Michaels dropped out of college. I mean, I'm not saying you're dumb if you drop out of college, but why would you drop out of college? That's waste of money, honestly. But I respect Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker, but those cats gotta go. Those cats gotta go. It's time for them to leave and pass the torch to someone else. Someone gotta go. I mean, that's just the truth. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle can still bring it, but I think that probably next year or 2 years later, he's probably got to stop. That's just me, because you can't be what you are forever. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of these old wrestlers, they're there because they have nothing else to do. That's why people are not liking, all these old people here. They can't wrestle no more because they have nothing else to do. This is what they do for a living for. If you're an old wrestler, you're out of luck because you can't do the same stuff that you did, when you were young. I mean, explain why Mick Foley is still where he's at right now. He was about to retire, but it seems like he's not retiring yet. I mean, Hulk Hogan, he came back to the wrestling business because he has nothing else to do. I mean, he lost his wife. His son's messed up. His wife is on some other stuff. I don't know where she's at, but yeah. I mean, it just shows you. If you watch The Wrestler, it explains everything about what the wrestling business is all about. Now, I'm not saying everybody's like that. I mean, there's wrestlers who are not on that stuff, but some wrestlers are on some crazy stuff. I mean, look at Jeff Hardy. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say about Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is on some crazy stuff right now. Probably on that marijuana crack or something, or stuff like that. But like, here's what I can say that people like. There's wrestlers who still, still do something. Like people like The Rock, people like Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar used to be a wrestler, but still, Brock Lesnar did something else. I mean, people might hate Brock Lesnar, because what he did. But guess what? Brock Lesnar want to do something else. He doesn't want to do wrestling. He doesn't want to do fake stuff anymore. He wants to do something that's real, not no scripted storylines. He's in an octagon, not in a square ring no more. And he's already UFC champion. And he did it. He did it without a scripted line, without nothing scripted, without no interference, just him by himself. Bobby Lashley, he's an MMA fighter and a wrestler at the same time. He doesn't really have to go back to wrestling business either, but guess what? He's undefeated. And he did it without no storyline. He did it by himself, and that's great. I had no problem with people doing it by themselves. I had no problem with people doing that. People just gotta realize that wrestling it's there and just gone. You know what I'm saying? People just gotta realize that you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. Okay? That's plain and simple. They want to leave wrestling, that's them. And also, when The Rock says he's gonna retire, he's gonna retire. Not having this, one more match or all this other crap. No. If he says he's gonna retire, no more matches. Not even one. He's done. Period. I mean, seriously. So, give The Rock respect of what he's doing. The Rock has a life. He's doing something. He's doing something about it. Same things go for Goldberg. Goldberg's doing something else. I don't know what the hell is he doing, but at least he's doing something else. Jericho, Chris Jericho's doing wrestling, but he doesn't have to. But he could do something else besides wrestling. I mean, check it out. He has his own heavy metal rock band. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really about it. But like I said, there's only a small percentage. And that's it. Of people who really have lives in the wrestling business. That's what y'all gotta say. Comment on this video. Rank this video. Say what your thoughts are. I'm out. Subscribe to your man. See me next year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's.